What's up, everybody? Coach D here. It's a Wednesday evening. I'm just waiting for Francesca to finish up some paperwork. And I figured, you know what? I'm going to have a live tonight. And I want to talk about six mindset points that I think are really important. These 6 points that I want to talk about are some points that I spoke about with my mindset coach. I have a mindset coach named Randy. I speak to him every once a week or every second week. And it's important that we keep in mind that there's so many self-limiting beliefs that we are dealt with on a daily basis. And there's so many things. What's up, Fit with Paria? How are you? There's so many things that go on in our day-to-day lifestyles which stop us from achieving our goals. And before we even get to the point of joining a gym, hiring a trainer, getting our meals properly ready, getting rest, getting supplements, before you actually get to that point, there's a mindset point, okay? So I'm gonna go through 6 points here that I think are very important for us to keep in mind when it comes to anything. It doesn't have to be fitness in general. But the first point is focus on the opportunity versus the problems. So some of you guys are focusing on the fact that you don't like the way you look. You're not happy with your performance. You're 40 plus, you either have kids or you don't. You're either stuck in a job or occupation you're not happy with. What's up, Adam? You're not happy with the look you have. You look at your body in the mirror, you look at yourself naked, and you think that this isn't me, okay? So mindset tip number 1 is focus on the opportunity versus the problem. Try to reword your mind, and instead of telling yourself, I don't like the way I look at my body, look at my stomach, look at the fact that I'm smoking every day, look at the fact that I'm working so late and I don't spend time with my kids. Instead of focusing on the problem, focus on the opportunity. What can you do to get working and getting better with your lifestyle? How can you improve your lifestyle? So when COVID kicked in, the first thing that happened with me was I was negative, I was disappointed. I was coming to the club working. Adam Pula says the hardest working guy I know beside Gino Pula. Yeah. But I was coming to the gym and I was getting really depressed. So I went and got a tattoo. And the tattoo says happiness is a decision, okay? So whenever I'm thinking negative, whenever there's a problem in my life, I'll look at my forearm and I'll read that and I'll say happiness is a decision. So am I gonna choose right now to be upset, angry that I can't work, that my government has locked us down, that we're the only country left that's still in crazy lockdown, and they're having such strict restrictions around? So you need to make sure you focus on the opportunity, not the problem, okay? You don't like the way you look, focus on what you can do to get better. Instead of sitting there and being angry at yourself or getting angry with your environment or getting angry that the people you work with smoke and they make you want to smoke cigarettes, or the environment you work with is about people who drink alcohol and they eat garbage food. Focus on what you can do to get better, okay? Tip number 2, don't avoid the hard tasks, okay? There's so many things in your schedule right now that you want to get done. What's up, Tony? And there's so many things that positivity is everything. That's right. There's so many things in your lifestyle that you need to get done, right? You need to pay those bills. You got to pay your tax bill, right? You need to go and check yourself out with the doctor. You don't feel well. You haven't had a blood test done in years. You got to go get it done. You want to ask for a raise. You think you're worth the raise at work. You got to do that nasty task. You know your health is not where it's at. You're spending way too much time at work. You have not went jogging in the past 6 to 8 months. You know that you've never had 3 meals in your day full of vegetables versus purchased meals from stores that are, processed. Work on hitting the hard task versus avoiding it, okay? So there's a hard task of myself wanting to start an online training program ever since COVID hit. And one of the tasks was putting together an exercise library of all the exercises. Now there's thousands of exercises. So I sat down with one of my coaches. I said, listen, 1, I need help, okay? Drop your ego. Egos don't make money, according to Mr. Adam Pula. And all you had to do is tell yourself that I need to hit that hard task. So I said, okay, perfect. I'm going to come in Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. I'm going to spend 3 hours filming. And as much as I hate it, and I'd rather be calling clients and trying to see if I can stir up some business, I got to get this done. It's a hard task. Okay, so number 2, don't avoid the hard tasks. And we usually run away from adversity. So Randy, my mindset coach, and if you guys don't have a mindset coach, honestly, I'll tell you, reach out to it, invest in it. It's nice to be able to call somebody and let them know you're feeling like crap, you're feeling down, and they pump you up. So kudos to Randy. But run towards adversity, not away from it. If there's something in your life that you're afraid of right now, run towards it. Go right full ahead of it. You can't do a chin up, run towards it. Okay? You are having a bad relationship with your spouse, run towards it. Find a way to fix it. You want to fix your relationship with your kids, with your finances, run towards it as hard as you can, not away from it. Because when you run towards it, you have to face the fear. You got to face with what's the unknown. And you slowly start finding ways to chop down that tree. Okay? Number 3, you can, I'm going to repeat this, ready? You can have the best of both worlds. I'm sick and tired of hearing people say that, oh, well, you know, it's tough to manage your work, your life, your family, your kids. Like, think about it. How crazy is this? If you're 40 plus and you're watching this video right now and you're talking to people about the body and the physique you had when you were in high school or college or university, for real? Are you gonna reminisce 20 years later that you used to have a physique? Guys, get yourself a Peloton, get yourself an online program. Contact us, we can help you out. Stop eating the junk food, change the physique. Yes, we can have exercise. Yes, we can have great marriages. Yes, we can have money in the bank. Yes, we can have opportunity. You can have everything you want. You just gotta be able to face the adversity versus run away from it, okay? Number 4, I wanna mention that your past does not predict your future. Yes, from a measuring standpoint. Yes, from a standpoint of progress. So, for example, I'll use Daniel, my boy who just joined in the gym in our live right now. So if Daniel was coming to the gym for 6 months, and in his last 5 months, he wasn't eating on a proper schedule. He wasn't training on a specific program. I mean, following a program, not today I feel good, I'm gonna do chest and back and tomorrow legs, but if he wasn't following a program, if he wasn't journaling, if he wasn't doing all the things that you need to do to change your physique or change your program, well, the past can predict the future because if he keeps doing the same program, he's gonna get the same result, okay? You can't do the same thing like our government with our lockdowns and expect a different result. However, your past doesn't have to predict your future if your attitude is there. If you have a desire and a want and a need for something so bad, you'll get it. You'll find a way. And if you don't believe me, look at all the immigrants who've come to this country. Look at all the immigrants who've come from different countries, going to the US, to Europe, South America, Asia. Look at all the people who've come from nothing, right? If they would have looked at their lives, their families, and said, you know what, my mother and father are poor, I'm in a poor school, I'm never gonna amount to nobody, they would still be in the same place. So your past will only predict your future if your mindset is brainwashed to allow it to be that way, okay? Number 5, and we're talking 6 amazing mindset tips that you really need to keep yourself in a successful lifestyle. What's up, adorable badass? I like that name. Number 5 is stop worrying, anticipating, and take improper action, okay? Imperfect action, okay? One of my other coaches that I'm working with, Vince, always talks about take imperfect action. So you don't have a training program, you don't have a coach, you don't know what to eat, just go and start working out. You want to get a raise at work, you know you're valuable, you know you've put in the time and effort, but you don't know how to ask for it. Just go and ask for it. You may not know, you may get knocked down, you may get the raise, you may not. You want to do something for your family, you want to achieve better status with your life, your schooling, your education, just go at it. You don't want to anticipate. The more you think about it, the more the negative mindset's going to kick in, okay? If I sat here and I thought to myself when I dwelled every day, we've been closed for 12 months, we've lost dozens of clients, we've lost dozens of in-home training clients, we've lost dozens of personal training clients. If I would sit and dwell on that, I wouldn't be able to be a leader for my team, for my members, for my community, for my kids, for my wife, for myself. Okay? So you need to stop worrying, stop anticipating the negative, and take imperfect action. I don't care what it is you're doing, take imperfect action. And if it's fitness, if you move your ass 5 days a week and you go on YouTube or you just turn the TV on and you do jumping jacks for a half an hour when you're watching TV every night, you'll lose weight. You'll become fit. And number 6, which is the most powerful one, I struggle with this as well, guys, because I think one of my biggest gifts as a human and my biggest gifts as a person has been the gift to constantly motivate people and to bring out the best in people. And even as a youngster growing up with a dysfunctional family, a single parent, dysfunctional growing up with siblings, and not having a great childhood, I always found a way to motivate people and motivate other people. Okay, so stop your self-limiting beliefs. Okay, if you don't know what that means, that's simple. Whenever you are thinking of something that you want to accomplish, you want to do, the first second that you get that mindset, or when you get that notice in your head and you're thinking negative, and when you're trying to come up with a new idea, or you're saying to yourself, you know what, I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow, I'm going to go for a jog tomorrow, I got my clothes lined up. The minute you get that echoing voice that says, nah, you can't do it, nah, you've tried and you failed, look at you, you're 40 pounds overweight, you want to go lose weight. The minute you hear that voice, you need a trigger. Now it's either a bracelet, something you can slap, on your wrist. A really good coach and mentor of mine, Todd Durkin, he's got these bands and he slaps them. Whenever he says you're feeling negative, slap them. If it means calling a spouse, if it means drawing, if it means logging it. If you were to get a small paper, okay, small little sheet, and you were to log every time throughout the day you've had a self-limiting belief, you'd be amazed at how many pop up throughout your day. And the only problem is this: when you don't have an outlet, which is a positive outlet, I'm not talking about drugs, alcohol, pornography. When you have a positive outlet, for me it's been training. For me it's been my wife. Okay, my wife is always there to listen to me. Sometimes I talk too much and sometimes I tell her too much stuff that's going on, but I need an outlet to speak to. So when you don't have an outlet, and training has been the best outlet for me for my whole life, especially growing up with such a messed up background, when you don't have an outlet, your mind starts training you and brainwashing you, and your mind starts detouring you. So think of a long, narrow tunnel, okay? And think of you thinking, I want to get from one end to the other part. Okay, that's my goal, from one end to the other end of the hallway. And every time you take a few steps forward, your mind will say something negative. It's a shitty day, it's raining today. You didn't plan your meals, you didn't plan your workout, just quit the gym, don't go to the club today. And you turn, you take a few steps forward, and then you feel lousy because you missed your workout, and then you feel lousy because you ate bad that day. So what do? You shift another way. And long and behold, 3-4 steps into it, you're backwards, and you can't get forward. So self-limiting beliefs is one of the biggest, I would say, sabotagers of every human person. Doesn't matter, you can be Michael Jordan, and even athletes have self-limiting beliefs that throw them off. And that's why they have mindset coaches, right? Tim Grover, the guy who was the coach for Michael Jordan, has a great book called Relentless, and he talks about, full chapter about self-limiting beliefs, and we all have them. So there's so many ways to work around mindset. And I know it's cool to see videos of people pumping up, shirts off, everyone's jacked, foods, but we also need some people like myself that are in the fitness field, in the mindset field, to give back to people and remind them that it all starts with a positive mindset. If you don't have a positive mindset, it doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank, you will not succeed what you want. It doesn't matter what genetics you have, you will not get the physique you want. It doesn't matter what gym, trainer, what chef you have making your meals, you're not gonna get the results you want, okay? So that's it for today. I'm gonna recap them: 6 mindset hacks that you need to be prepared for in order to be successful in life. 1 is focus on opportunity versus focusing on the problem. Number 2, don't avoid the hard tasks, okay? Move towards them versus away from them. Number 3, you can have the best of both worlds. You can have the bloody physique, and you can have the excellent job, and you can have the excellent marriage, all right? Johnny's saying, preach it, love it, man. Been reading a lot, books on topics, so you're right. 100%. It's all about mindset. Number 4, your past does not predict your future. And the main thing that separates the high-class aristocrats from the lower-class people, yes, you will have status and money, but it's also going to be a mindset, because people who don't have a lot of money often will associate things in their life that's negative. I had a bad childhood, I didn't have a father, never saw my father. You know, we had a poor upbringing, but there's a poor mindset because there's people just like me who grew up with a dysfunctional family and have been through challenging situations with parents being absent. And I didn't let that stop me. I actually used that to fuel me. And as mad, as angry as I was growing up in a single parent family with so many question marks of why, I used that to pump me up and motivate me. And I used it to motivate me when I was training, when I was competing, when I was practicing, so I could beat every one of my components, okay? Number 5 is stop worrying, anticipating, and take imperfect action, okay? Imperfect action. I don't give a crap what it is you want to do. If it means, you know, organizing something in your home and building something in your garage, taking perfect action. Start with small baby steps, okay? And number 6, which is the most important one, is stop your self-limiting beliefs, okay? If you're overweight right now, and when you leave your house, and you get dressed up and you walk out in public, and you step out of your car, if the first thought in your mind is, man, are people gonna look at me? Are they gonna stare at me? Do I look overweight? That's negative, that's poison. So I want you to stop when you start thinking about that and log it, write it, go to your phone, tap the first word that came to your mind, keep track of it. So if you look back at the end of your day and say, holy shit, I had 13 self-limiting beliefs today, you can start to see that I am right, that you can achieve your goal. It is challenging. Heck, I'm a gym owner and I would never expect to have been closed for 12 months, guys. Impossible. But what am I gonna do with it? Sit and cry? No. I'm gonna fix my life. I'm gonna fix my studio, I'm gonna build our team back, I'm gonna promote ourselves, I'm gonna promote my members that have been supporting us, I'm gonna be thankful for all the referrals and all the gifts and the support and all the motivation that's been given back to me. Because at the end of the day, happiness is a decision, guys. Hope you enjoyed the small tip. If you did, share it with anybody you know. You never know who you could be helping. If you wanna share this is great. It's helpful for us as well. And at the end of the day, your attitude is everything. If you're stuck, if you're not sure how to start a program, if you've been training, heck, Adam, if you're watching and you want to pump up those biceps and you want to change your cardio routine, we are here to help. We help people just like you, the busy business professional, the busy mom and dad with kids that is not able to find time to balance and put you first. We are here to help you out. That is our clientele. Have a great evening. Make sure you tell your wife or your husband you love them, and make sure you take the time to banish all the self-limiting beliefs you have in your mind. Peace. Talk to you soon.